Hi there, lords, ladies, and m'ladies. Today I'm going to figure out what my blood type is because I don't know it. I'm also coming to you from my humble new abode. You may notice that we are now in a bedroom. This will be the backdrop that you'll see more often now. I've been meaning to learn what my blood type is for, I don't know, at least 15 years. At one point in my teens, I donated blood specifically because I had heard that if you do so, they'll tell you your blood type. I was wrong. The people didn't tell me my blood type while I was there because they said that that wasn't a kind of thing that they tested for at the facility. And I was like, okay. So I was like expecting them to get back to me with results. Eventually they did not. So I had to call them. And they were like, oh, we don't have that on record or on file. And I guess it was like they just didn't know where my blood was. I don't know. I've been meaning to take a blood test just to figure out what my blood type is, simply for no reason other than curiosity, kind of ever since. About 3 or so days ago, I read an article from the LA Times, I believe it was, talking about a possible correlation between your blood type and your severity of COVID and or possibly your likelihood of catching it. The science is still all unconfirmed. Again, it's just a correlation, like a thing that they've noticed in some studies. It does line up neatly with the current hypothesis that COVID-19 might actually be a blood vessel disease instead of a strictly respiratory one. Point is, I wanted to figure out what my blood type was, and I was like, I might as well do it now. I figured if this is anything like toilet paper, if it's confirmed, right? They're like, oh, if you have blood type A, you're, 30% more likely to not only contract COVID, but also more likely to have a severe case of it and be on a respirator. And if you're blood type O, you're less likely to get it at all. If that becomes a thing and it blows up, you know goddamn well that all those blood tests are going to be sold out. So I was like, I'm going to just do it now. So I went and bought one. They're on Amazon for like 10, 15 bucks. We're going to go onto the footage of me testing my blood type. I did record that prior to this, which I don't know, because I just, when I got the box, I wanted to know my blood type right away. So I just kind of filmed that and then like, now here we are. This is the kit. As you can see, it's sealed. My hands are all clean. Time to bust this baby open. Is anybody else scared? Because I'm scared. Alright, so the card is inside here. That's the, plunger. I'm gonna move to a sterile spot. These are the lancets. I didn't realize I got 2 of them. But it looks like I do, so that's pretty cool. Alcohol swab to clean your finger. And these spatulas, which you use to collect your blood. I'm gonna read the instructions because I'm scared to shit that I'm gonna do this wrong. It's like I need a cup of water. I was reading the steps like this instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Oh, and step 3 is over here. Shit, I didn't even notice that. Alright, that's good enough. I'm done reading it. I'm gonna open this. I'm scared to open it. But here we go. I'm going to put my name and all this information on there later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But you see we have anti-A, B, D, and a control. The anti-A is green. The anti-B is red. The anti-D is yellow. And the control is blue. The anti-D is going to determine whether you're positive or negative. Anti-A and anti-B will determine if you have antigens of A or B. If you have both, you have AB. If you have neither, you have O. If you have one or the other, then you have A or B. Gotta make sure not to get any water on any of the surfaces except where they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna I'm gonna actually follow the directions. It says to separate the spatulas first. Okay, so that's that. Don't touch the colored regions with the pipette. You don't want to touch those because they have antibodies on them, and so I don't want to fuck it up. Apply 1 drop of water directly upon the colored regions of each circle. Okay, so 1 drop of water on each of them. 1. Alright, so the droplets of water are on each of these. Now's the time I get to poke myself. So I gotta twist this bit off. Move this so y'all can see it. Alright, take the lancet and twist off the colored tip. I'm gonna clean my finger with the swab. So here comes the fun part. I've never done this to myself, so. Okay. Nice little bit of blood there. Let the blood drop in the center of the first Regent circle. Blood shall touch the water. Okay, we'll put it right there. Let's get the next one. Jesus Christ. How hard is it to get blood to come out of your hand? I may need to re-prick. Yeah, I'm gonna re-prick my finger with the other one. Let me get a new alcohol wipe. It's all like, make sure to do this quickly, and I'm over here doing it like slow as shit. Ouch. Oh, stir each circle with its proper Elden stick for 10 seconds. Okay, so you want to spread the mixture of blood, water, and Regent carefully within the circle. Okay. Oh, this doesn't bode well. Okay, now I have to tilt them. So these are my results. Obviously, you can see that there is a reaction in anti-A and no reaction in anything else. The lack of reaction in the control means that the test was fine, it worked just fine. The fact that there's no reaction in anti-D means that I have negative RH, and the fact that there's a reaction in A means I have blood type A, so I'm A negative. In conclusion, I've learned a lot about blood types in the last couple hours because I've been researching it a lot. If anybody is interested at all in like learning more about blood types, you can just ask me, I guess, because I like just read a whole bunch of crap on it and now I know a bunch of like fun info. I am going to eat the Spumoni ice cream that is sitting in my fridge that I got from the old spaghetti factory because that's what I Uber Eats for dinner today. Love you all. Stay safe out there. Wear your fucking masks. Bye.